Hey. John chapter 19. I'm going to actually start at verse 25. I'm not even going to give y'all the background. Y'all read verse 24 in your own time. Verse 25, and this is where we're going to focus at. Now there stood by the cross of Jesus his mother and his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus therefore saw his mother and the disciple whom he loved standing by her, he said to his mother, "Woman, behold your son." Then he said to the disciple, "Behold your mother." And from that hour, the disciple took her to his own home. If you don't mind, I want to preach from this thought: a mother's perspective of the cross. A mother's perspective of the cross. If you pray with me, I won't be here long. Amen. I'm ready to go run up out of here. So I just need you to pray with me. Amen. Vic and I, we used to tease his mother and say, if you say Jesus 4 times around her, she'll shout. I'm at that place. If you say Jesus 4 times, I might just shout up out of here. A mother's perspective of the cross. Amen. There are 3 mothers who are located at the cross. Three mothers. There are 3 mothers located at the cross. There's only 1 disciple at the cross, but there are 3 mothers at the cross. Y'all gonna get this in a minute. There are 3 mothers at the cross, only 1 disciple at the cross. Now, there was 12 disciples who was running with him, but there's only 1 disciple at the cross and 3 mothers at the cross. What does that mean, Davis? That when all hell break loose, the one thing I can really depend on is 1 good brother and 3 good sisters. That's a preach right there. But I'm going to back up and stay there. You keep looking for everybody to surround you in the middle of your go-through, but is there anybody that understand if I got 4 good, strong folk who are with me when I'm at my least, I got a good crowd around me. Back up, Davis, and fix that thing up. It was 4 brothers that brought that brother who laid on his bed of affliction and lowered him into the presence of Jesus. So 4 good folk is better than 20 sorry folk. Preach up in here. I'm almost done. You got to understand there are 3 mothers and only 1 disciple. And I want to talk about these 3 mothers. The first thing you get is this: there's a humbled mother. Bring this down just a little bit. I sound loud. There's a humble mother who is there. You do realize that it says that his aunt is at the foot of the cross. It does say that Mary and Mary's sister. Can I give you a little Bible study real fast? Who is Mary's sister? I'm glad you asked. You do remember in the Bible, there was a lady who came to Jesus one day and said, "Lord, let me ask a favor. Let my son sit on one side and my other son sit on the other side." Now, if you're not a Bible scholar, you think this is some random woman. But if you do your research, you will find out that this is Jesus' aunt who is coming to him trying to get a family hookup. Don't you go nowhere. Your family will try to get a hookup. You do know this. Just open up a business. They don't want to pay full price for anything. And here his auntie comes in and say, "Let your cousins sit with you, one on the right side and one on the left side." But Jesus rebukes her and say, "Woman, you don't know what you're asking. You don't understand what they got to go through to sit on my right side and to sit on my left side." Now, don't get me wrong. They going to go through something, but I don't have the authority to assign seats in my Father's house. That's for all y'all good folk up in here that think you got the authority to show somebody where to sit at. The only person that got the authority in the Father's house to seat anybody is the Father. Jesus says to his auntie, "I don't mean no disrespect, but cousin Bit and cousin Ray can't sit on the right side of me and the left side of me. In fact, they better be happy just to get a seat at the table." So there's a humbled mother. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You thought your child was going to be the next president, but he can't even spell his own name. And mothers, won't your kids humble you? Be careful saying what your kids won't do and what they will do, because they will embarrass you every single time. My child won't say this. My child won't say that. And you creep up on them one day, and you'll find your little crazy child cussing like a sailor and talking crazy, and it will humble you when you got to go back to somebody and say, beg my pardon. Are there any humbled mothers here today that know that you know that you know that you know that you know your child made you back up and apologize for how they was acting? There's a humbled mother at the foot of the cross, but there's also a delivered mother at the foot of the cross. They did say Mary Magdalene. Y'all do remember her? That was that sister in the Bible that had everything going right, but she had some demons. Preach up in here, Davis. Let me contemporize the text. She had everything going right. She had a good job. She had a purse on. She had a Sunday morning and go to church hat on, but she went to the casino Monday through Saturday. She had some demons. She sung in the choir, but she also had a little E and J up in the cupboard. She had some demons. She wore white on the first Sunday, but on Monday and Saturday night, she also wore a short skirt. She had some demons. And mothers, ain't nothing wrong with having demons. Just get delivered from your demons. Y'all missed that. See, some of y'all want to act like you ain't never been nowhere, never did nothing, but the devil is a liar. Is there anybody in here that can testify? You was at the club, you had the drink, you had the smoke, you slept with the man, you cussed folks out, you did all of that, you bought food stamps when they wasn't yours, you did all of that, you had some demons, but one day Mary Magdalene came into contact with a man named Jesus. And the word says that Jesus cast out the demons and sent them to hell. Is there anybody that'll wave back at me and say, Reverend D. Jesus cast my demons out of me and sent them to hell? Big Mama would put it like this. I don't go where I used to go. I don't talk like I used to talk. I don't walk like I used to walk. There's something that's been changed on the inside of me that I didn't do it by myself. There's a delivered mother at the cross. I'm glad the Bible said that she didn't have no long white robe on. She don't had on some regular old clothes. Why? Because when you've been delivered, you know ain't no time for pretenses no more. Stay here with me. When you know that you know that you know that you know that you ought to be in hell, but Jesus touched you and cast your demons out of you, you ain't got time for no fashion show. You ain't got time to be all pretty. You woke up this morning and came to church for one purpose in mind. I came to lift him up. I don't care if you like what I have on. I don't care if you like the wig I put on. I came to lift up Jesus. And if you ain't careful, I might just shout on your pretty shoes. I might just knock off your wig, because God's been too good to me not to show some signs that he cast my demon. There's a delivered mother at the cross. That lets me know that no matter what your background is, you can still come to Jesus. Y'all still with me? I'm almost through preaching. Y'all better shout. Y'all better shout with me. I'm almost done. There's a humbled mother. There's a delivered mother. And then this third mother blew my mind. There is a sacrificial mother. That one blew my mind. You see, the more I studied this, the more I came into contact with some things that people didn't tell me growing up. Let me help you. Can I give you my lessons that I learned? First of all, Mary did not come for the crucifixion. Y'all done went home and went to sleep now. I done messed up y'all Bible, y'all good Baptist theology. Y'all don't know what to do with that. Mary came to celebrate the Passover. She came to celebrate the Passover like every good Jew would. But can't you see Mary coming to celebrate the Passover, and there's a crowd, and she walks up to the crowd wondering, I wonder if they've given out free fish sandwiches. I wonder what they're doing, if they're giving out some of them payphones. I wonder what's really going on. And she gets closer to the crowd, and she hears the crowd talking about, we want Barabbas. And she's sitting there listening. What you mean we want Barabbas? We want Barabbas. What you mean, why? You know how sisters get when they get to a crowd and they don't really know what's going on. Sisters, y'all know how y'all lean over to somebody that look friendly? Preach up in here, Davis. What? Girl, what they talking about? And you know how when folks don't know who you are, they'll say the wrong thing at the right time. And somebody leaned over and said, girl, they gave us a choice. It's either Barabbas or it's Jesus. And they chose Barabbas. Girl, you know they should have picked Jesus, but you know they trifling. Look at Mary's look on her face. You mean the same Jesus that I carried for 9 months? That same Jesus. And now she's looking at this thing totally different. Some of y'all came to church and you didn't come to see Jesus. You came for other reasons. But the good news is, if we start talking about Jesus, you will start getting curious about Jesus. If we start praising Jesus, you will start getting curious about Jesus. The problem ain't why you came. The problem is the folk that should have knew why they were here. So now, here it is, my son has been sentenced to death. And this is where the perspective of a mother is different than a father. Help me. And nowhere in the text do you find Joseph. I need to talk to some mamas who have had to see their own child die. It is totally different when the doctor comes to tell you that it ain't gonna get better. A daddy takes it hard because we are all, brothers, at the deep depths of us, control freaks. And so we gotta reconcile, why is it that I can't control the situation? But mothers, at the bare necessity of the inside of them, are nurturers. And the one thing they nurture better than anything and anyone else is a child that they gave birth to. And here it is now, Mary, hearing the death sentence of her son, who makes up in her mind, like a whole lot of you mothers in here, I'm not going nowhere until he breathes his last breath. Where my mothers at? Talk back with me. That you've had to make up in your mind, I'm going to sit by the bedside until he either dies or gets up. I've already reconciled this with God, that I'm fine either way. Either he gonna live or he gonna die, but I'm not going anywhere. And that's why you find Mary at the foot of the cross. I gotta see this firsthand. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to read about it. I want to see my son die on the cross. Where my mother's at, they know what I'm talking about. I'd rather see him come in and see him go out than to have somebody tell me. And here she is now at the foot of the cross, watching her son die. At the foot of the cross, watching her son die. At the foot of the cross, watching folks spit on him. At the foot of the cross, watching folks scandalize his name. At the foot of the cross, watching folks gamble for his clothes. And she doesn't get ignorant one time. Preach up in here, Davis, for all you mamas in here that we got to put you out the hospital because you lose your mind at the very slight of anything going contrary. She's watching her son on the cross, and she ain't cussed out nobody. Some of y'all can't say amen now because I'm talking about y'all. She ain't went off on nobody. Because a mother who is mature in her faith realizes at this point it is no longer in our hands, it's in his. It ain't the doctor's situation no more. It ain't the nurse's situation no more. This is now in his hands. I'm going to help somebody now because somebody going to get some bad news, but I got to tell you a secret. Instead of trying to pick it up, learn how to lay it down. I'm going to lay it at the foot of Christ. And Lord, whatever you want to do, it's all right by me, but I'm not going to pick nothing up. I'm going to lay it all down. So she's watching her son on the cross. She moves now from a protective mother to a sacrificial mother. If he lives, then I die. Some of y'all gonna get that when you go home. If he lives, I'm still gonna be sick. Some of y'all get that when you go home. If he lives, I'm gonna go to hell. So let me do what only a mother can do. Let me sacrifice my gift from Father back to the Father. Let me give back to my Father what he gave to me a long time ago. Let me help you out. Whatever the Lord gives to you, there will come a day that he expects you to give it back to him. And I got good news and bad news. The good news is the longer you keep it, the harder it is to give away. But the sooner you realize it was never yours in the first place, the easier it is to give it back to him. I'm so glad that in my Father's house are many rooms. I'm so glad that the head of the covenant is not one of y'all. I'm so glad that you didn't make heaven. I'm so glad that you won't determine if I get into heaven or not. But I've got a Father who is rich in mercy and grace. I've got a Father who loves me so much that he sacrificed his own begotten son just so an old wretch like me can make it in. And I'm glad that Mary said, I'd rather give the Father back what he gave to me so that my gift can make room for me. Y'all do realize her gift to the Father is what made room for her with the Father. Boy, y'all gonna make me jump up here by myself. The word says your gifts will make room for you and bring you in front of important people. The gift that Mary had was Jesus. And when she gave him to the Father, her gift made room for her and brought her before the most important person there is, was, and shall ever be. Her mother's perspective of the cross was everything I had to go through prepared me for the moment to give back to you what you gave to me. Just any woman couldn't have done what Mary did. And while you sitting up in the sanctuary with low self-esteem, having a pity party on yourself, the Lord sent me here on my way to heaven and say, not just any woman could deal with what you've had to deal with and still keep praising him. Not just any woman could be married to the rascal you married to, and make him dinner at night when you know he ain't what he should be, but you still love him anyhow. Not just any woman can raise the kids you raising, that get on your last nerve and your reserve nerve, but you love them anyhow. Not just any woman can be in the family you was raised with crazy heathens everywhere, but you're still praising the Lord. Not just any woman could work at the job you work with all your crazy co-workers and still got a smile on your face. Not just any woman could be diagnosed with cancer and still wake up praising him. Could go through chemo and still be praising him. Go through radiation and still be praising him. Not just any woman, but the Lord sent me here to tell you he could trust you. And because he could trust you, there's a reward waiting for you. Where my praise is at, if I just keep on praising, if I just keep on praising, if I just keep on praising, whatever was weighing me down is gonna roll off of me. If I just keep on praising him, whatever was wearing me down is gonna come up off of me. If I just keep on. Not just any woman could go through what you've been through. Where my sisters at that you ain't had no fairy tale life? Hello, somebody, look at me and tell me, how my sister, where my real sisters at? Who know you've been through hell and back. But you'll wave at me and say, I made it. Where my real sisters at? That you didn't have to pray all night long so you can give up to live all day long. You ought to wave at me and shout at me. Where my real sisters at? That you're sitting next to somebody that if the Lord had not been on your side, you would have killed him yourself. But grace and favor held you in the midnight hour. Where my real sisters? Wasn't no fake sisters at the cross. Wasn't no fake sisters at the cross. The brothers are watching from a distance. Read the Bible. These are some cold, tough sisters. Hello, somebody who said if they gonna kill me, that's all right. I'm not gonna take my eyes off Jesus. Hello, somebody. I need to talk to some sisters that you know the Satan has been after you, but you make up in your mind every day, I'm not taking my eyes off of Jesus. Do whatever you want. My eyes won't get off of Jesus. He is the author and finisher of where my real sisters at that know what I'm talking about. I fix my eyes on Jesus. These sisters ain't scared. They ain't got no time to gossip. Hello, somebody. They ain't rolling their eyes at nobody. These sisters are focused on the master. And what's wrong with you? I gave you their little old resumes. Your resume longer than all theirs. They just got a few verses in the Bible, but you done been through all kinds of stuff. But yet you let anything keep you from seeing him. Come to church. Somebody didn't say hi to you. I'm just not going to praise the Lord today. You done been homeless. You done been strung out. You didn't have no money in your pocket. Hello, somebody. They done lied on you before. They done talked about you. You've been left at the altar. Some of y'all got left with 3 kids. You done been through all that, and you letting somebody not speak to you keep you from seeing Jesus. Where my real sisters at? You know what I'm saying? My real sisters be like, if I don't ever get a man, that's all right. I'm going to keep my eyes on my heavenly husband. These some real women who at the cross. Real women. Real women. They done been through all that and they make up in their mind. You know, Mary Magdalene's like this. Listen, all them demons I had in me, all the times I was on the front page and the back page of the newspaper, and everybody who talked about me said they was praying for me, but yet I still woke up with the same demons I went to bed with. But one discussion with Jesus changed everything. Oh, no. I wish y'all would try to put me up out of here. Y'all gonna have to go ahead and get the police out. Where my real folk that got that kind of testimony? Y'all got to get the police to get me up out of here. And even with the police, they gonna drag me out of here still praising God. Problem with the church ain't the brothers. Problem with the church is tough sisters. Go to your cousin's them church. You can't even find 10 good men. Look around New Hope, brothers everywhere. It ain't the brothers' fault. It's tough sisters' fault. When you make up in your mind that what God has done for you, nobody else could do, and come hell or high water, you gonna praise him and worship him no matter what, then you will see the glory of the Lord. But as long as you come here, if it rain, I ain't coming. If it snow, I ain't coming. If don't nobody speak to me, I ain't coming back next Sunday. If they don't give me the right color rose, I ain't coming back next year for Mother's Day. You will let anything keep you from Jesus. And what you're going to find out when you die, you're going to keep you from Jesus. Because they ain't going to hell. You're going to go to hell by yourself with your excuse of why you didn't. Well, Jesus, I would have praised you if they would have let me sit on the second row. But every time I got there, somebody was sitting in the second row. And the fourth row just wasn't the same. I'm just telling y'all what the word says. At the foot of the cross were these three sisters I was talking about, and one disciple. The rest of them were afar off. Y'all. That's why I love these brothers up here. The rest, rest of them. Here, let me give y'all a good picture. There the cross. 3 women was there. The rest of the disciples was back there like security. Back in the narthex, talking about if something happened. I got your back. I didn't crack myself up now. But I want us to get the picture of it. Sisters, be resolved in yourself that I'm going to get as close to him as I can. And I'm going to stay there as long as I can. And I'm not going to let nothing come between me and him. Not Mr. Amen Wall. Not Pookie, not Ray Ray. Not the maintenance man, not the mailman. And I'm not talking about no real occupations there either, girl, y'all ladies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to let nothing come between me and him. I'm through preaching now. I can't come back. I can't come back after the security comment. All over the sanctuary, stand with me. I'm so glad of the trust that Jesus had in women. Not only was those three sisters there, but if you keep reading your Bible, you'll find out that there was some sisters, two of the three I talked about, who went back to the tomb to dress the body of Jesus, who were the first proclaimers of the good news, which was Jesus has risen from the dead. Ladies, God can trust you. God can trust you. God can trust you. But you've got to mature to the place that you can trust yourself. That you can look in the mirror and say, I am who he says I am. I can do what he says I can do. And I can stand where God told me I can stand. So the doors of the church are open. You can come by